Welcome back, everybody. Now today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be going over the June 2021 tier list, and a few things before we begin. That this is my opinion. It's different than yours, or it's probably different, but you are more than welcome to have your own opinion, and so am I. And second of all, this does not include any new buffs or new champions of June 2021, which is why you can see War Machine is still in the dead last tier. I know his buff came out yesterday, and I have an idea of where I'm gonna put him, but so far this month, all I've moved is the buffs from this month and the new champions. Alright, but we're going to start with the new champions, and we're going to start with the better of the two new champions, which is ShangChi. And we put him in the very, very, very top tier. We put him above Aegon. Not above Nick Fury, though. That will probably change in the future, though. But this guy was absolutely amazing. I did not upgrade him. I did on my free-to-play account, but I didn't have the catalyst to rank him up. But anyway, yeah, he cleared the Act 3 Thanos challenge better than anybody. And if you're new to the channel, then what that is I take unupgraded 3 stars and see how they can do in the final quest of Act 3. And this guy absolutely destroyed Thanos. I can't remember how many she charges we had, but he went from like 70% to 2%. He was having some insane crits for being an unupgraded 3-star. And I just really hope I can get this guy as a 5 or 6-star relatively soon. And I hope I don't have to go into the arena or do anything drastic. But yeah, this guy was just beyond insane. And the fact that there were so many guaranteed crits, and the fact that you could just do the rotation non-stop, was just absolutely amazing. Alright, but yeah, for the second new champion of the month, we have Mr. Negative. Now, Mr. Negative, I might move up in the future. I might push him farther than Mr. Fantastic and Red Guardian. But Mr. Negative is a very, very solid champion. I went for the Cavalier Crystals. I only went for 1, but I pulled the 3-star version, which also saved me from doing Arena. Yeah, this guy, if you can use him properly or in the best way, he has some insane degeneration. As an unupgraded 3-star, he put on 20 degenerations, and they were doing like over 250 damage a second. That is an unupgraded 3-star, which is absolutely insane. I remember when I had like 4-star rank 3s and stuff, I was like, whoa, 100. But anyway, yeah, that guy is beyond insane. There's just a few problems with him, though, that I struggle with him a little bit. I struggled to find content for this guy. I did not do the unupgraded 3-star challenge because he takes a lot of block damage. You want to try to get as many parries as possible and dash back as least as possible, because when you dash back, all of his buffs turn to light energy, which is not exactly a bad thing, but you want to try to keep up his furies as much as possible. And remember, you keep up the furies by continuing to throw heavy attacks. I don't believe there's any way to refresh it. But, yeah, this guy, if you can use him correctly, this guy is beyond insane. However, he is very challenging to get used to. And it's not like Cosmic Ghost Rider, where you only have to do it to a certain point. You have to do it for basically the entire fight. Alright, but now it's time to move on to the next, to the buffs of this month. And if you look right above Mr. Negative, you can see Mr. Fantastic. And Mr. Fantastic had a very, very solid buff. What happened to him was he can now get a Fury off of the special 3, and once he has that Fury, it is a passive Fury, first of all, so can't be taken away or nullified or anything. But yeah, his damage is beyond insane, and he's got guaranteed evades now, which will make him much more of an annoying defender. However, this is an attacking tier list, so that has nothing to do with it. But yeah. I forgot to name the tier for Mr. Negative and Mr. Fantastic. If you are struggling, they're in the science part of superior tier, which is the 3rd of 10th tier. So overall, it is a very strong place to be in. They are with Blade and Sentinel, along with Sorcerer Supreme. And if you can nail it up there with them, you're a pretty solid champion. Alright, but now let's move on to the next buff. So if you look in all-powerful tier, you can see Black Panther Classic. And this guy had a complete overhaul. He has brand new animations, which I am very happy with because I did not like him and Wolverine sharing the same animations. Although this does make him a little bit annoying of a defender, or more annoying. But overall, he's still a very, very, very easy defender. This was not a defender buff. Like Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil Hell's Kitchen was more of a defender buff than it was an attacker buff. But this guy can put on some very solid bleeds, and you can build up their cruelties by just attacking and hitting. You do need a very aggressive playstyle for this guy, then I'm pretty sure you throw a heavy attack to make their cruelties permanent or temporarily permanent, or temporarily freeze. Yeah. Okay, so now let's move on to the last and final buff of the month. If you look a little bit higher in all-powerful tier, you can find Odin. Okay, so Odin is so much better than he was before. This is exactly what I wanted his buff to be. I literally said in my pre-buff gameplay, I want Odin's buff to be like no Odin sleep. He just has the abilities every single time, and that's exactly what happened. This guy now has all of his furies and abilities every single time. I had always favored him a little bit more than I feel most people and most YouTubers did. I always felt like he was a little bit better before the buff, but now I feel this guy is just such a good champion, and I feel like his playstyle is so much fun as well. However, that does not contribute anything, but yeah, everything, I do have a soft spot for this guy, which I'm also trying to not contribute. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure to follow the Instagram. It tells you a lot about my MCOC account and my channel. Make sure to comment new videos you want to see. I am always looking for new ones. And everybody, just thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.